What's up, Met fans? Welcome back. Talking Mets and Rob. Mets pregame live. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're going to check out this live stream later, don't forget, guys, if you enjoy this live stream, hit on that like button. If you're new to the channel, what's up? Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you're new, hit on that subscribe button, everybody. So today is the home opener for the New York Mets. Finally, it finally has come. Fans are in the ballpark. Around 8,800 fans in the ballpark. It's great to see. It's exciting. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the game, but Saturday I will be there. So, as you may or may not know, the Mets are playing in Miami Marlins today for their home opener today. So, let's get started, guys. So, there was news that just came up about an injury to Dylan Betances. He was placed on the IL, the 10-day IL, and the Mets selected a contract of Trevor Hildenberg, who was taking a spot for Dylan Betances. So, I don't think he can be worse than Dylan Betances. So, let's see what Hildenberg can do. Maybe he can step up and be a solid arm. We have to wait and see. We don't know. But just waiting for a few more people to come in. Say what's up. You're tuning in. Say what's up in the comments. I'll respond to you. How you guys feeling? You guys are excited? If you're at the game checking me out, what's up? I'm glad you're at the game, enjoying the nice weather that we got for opening day, for the home opener for the Mets. Let's go, baby. Here we go. We got to get back on track. We're 1-2 right now. We definitely got to, pick it up. The Marlins are not that good of a team. They're 1-5. They're not that good. We got to take advantage of it. You know what? I always like a sweep, but I'll take the series. William, how you doing, buddy? You know what? Yeah, with Betances, man. I know. You know what? It's just funny. Like, I mean, he makes Jed Lowry look good at the moment. Like, it's just crazy. But you know, it's obvious that there's something wrong with him, or he's not that old, so something's wrong with him. Like, you know, I'm not expecting him to throw 98, 99 miles an hour, but throwing 91, 92 miles an hour just seems off for a guy that big. So this didn't make sense. But you know what? He is out. So the news is Trevor Hildenberg was the contract selected by the Mets to replace Dylan Betances in the bullpen. So, like I said, all hands on deck. Probably can't be worse than Dylan Betances at the moment. But as of right now, waiting for the open introduction. So I'm going to spend about 25 minutes with you guys so I can enjoy the opening introductions, which is one of my favorite things for a home opener is the introductions. I always like the who gets the loudest cheers. The last couple of years, obviously not last year, but last couple of years, 2018, 2019, was Jacob deGrom who got the loudest cheers. I'm curious to see the reaction by the fans with Stroman, with Lindor. It's a lot of things I like to see. I always find the opening introductions fascinating. Yeah, William, they always give us problems. They always freaking do. But you know what? Let's take advantage of them. They haven't been hitting. The only guy that's been hitting on this team is Starlin Marte. And we just got to control him. He is batting, I believe he's batting third or fourth. Yeah, he's batting third in front of Aguilar. So, we got to take advantage of the Marlins not playing well right now. And, we are better than them, and we got to get it going. Let's go. It's time to, show the NL East who we are. I think we're better than this. The bullpen is still scary, but I think we're better than this. If you're just tuning in, guys, hit on that like button. New to the channel, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Talking Mets and Rob, Mets pregame live. Hit on that subscribe button if you're new. If you're joining us, say what's up in the comment. I'll shout you out. Hope you're feeling good about today. Home opener, that's always fun. There's something special about the home opener. All the times I used to stay home from school and go to the games and go to home openers and stuff like that. It's always fun. I've done that plenty of times over my life. And, unfortunately, because of COVID and, trying to get a test in time. I couldn't go to opening day, so I had to I had to make sure I went to Philly. That was fun for the opening series with the Mets, so that's always great. And William, absolutely, we do need a series. You know what? I want to be greedy and take sweep them, but I'm trying to think realistic. But like I said, we got Walker, we got DeGrom, and we got Stroman for this series. So there should be no reason why we can't take 2 out of 3. Minimum 2 out of 3. Absolutely 2 out of 3. Let's get greedy, take 3 out of 3. Why not? You know? So sorry about that. I just dropped my phone. Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking right now. Mets got to take 2 out of 3 minimum. I mean, let's show the type of team that we're supposed to be, and that's what we got to do right now. So I'm going to go over the lineup right now. William, I'll check your comment out in a second. Let me just go over the lineup really quick for people who are going to be tuning in and checking out later and everything else. So just give me 1 second, William. So Brandon Nimmo's leading off, playing center field. Francisco Lindor batting second. Shortstop, Michael Conforto, who's been looking really bad at the plate, batting third and right field. Pete Alonso cleaning up, playing first. Dominic Smith right behind him, batting fifth in left field. Jonathan Villar is back in the lineup for going 3 for 4 yesterday. So Jonathan Villar is playing third base. Obviously, JD Davis is out right now. Jeff McNeil is in nowhere land in batting sixth, seventh. Batting seventh, playing second. James McCann catching, batting eighth. And Taijuan Walker pitching, batting ninth. So yet again, I like this lineup. It's a pretty good lineup. I like the way it's stacked up. But yet again, Jeff McNeil is in a terrible, terrible spot in the lineup. I think it's hurt him this year already. And I really think Rojas is going to get him in the top of the lineup. It's not like this team scoring a lot of runs. They had one good game when it came offensively. I really like McNeil in that 2 hole. I really think they should do that. I think that will get Jeff McNeil going. But like I said, I'm not going to go crazy about the lineup. It's not exactly what I want, but it is what it is at this point. Nimmo, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, Villar, McNeil, McCann, and Walker. That rounds out your lineup. William, let me check your comment really quick. William, I agree, man. Like I said, a lot of my friends from the 7 line and just people that I just hang out with, tailgate all the time with, a lot of them are there. Some of them, most of them are not going. A lot of people are going on Saturday. Sometimes, especially with COVID, a lot of people just got back to work also, so it's hard to get off on a weekday. Usually on a regular season, people make this day a priority and have, take the day off weeks in advance, and it's hard to do that right now, especially with COVID. You need a test, vaccinations, all that crap. So, I'm going Saturday. I know a ton of people that are going on Saturday. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I haven't seen a lot of these guys. I finally seen a lot of my friends in Philly a couple days ago. That was great. But to get everybody in your own ballpark, it's just a different feeling. And I can't wait. I'm ready. I, they're my second family, so it's always great. William, I don't mind Conforto in the third spot. I mean, honestly, I think he's gonna break out. Conforto just starts slow a lot, but I really think Conforto will be okay. But if it was, it's the home opener, so I think Rojas just wants to keep the lineup as similar as possible. But like I said, I don't like McNeil in the 7 hole. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you give him no protection behind him. And, you put him in a spot where he has to figure things out. And, he's going to swing at pitches that he probably wouldn't swing at otherwise. So I hope Rojas eventually puts McNeil in 2 hole, which deepens the lineup even more, putting Lindor third, Conforto fourth. Or if you want to do Alonso fourth, Conforto fifth, Smith sixth, and so forth. That's what I would like that a lot more, to be honest. But it is the lineup. They're wearing the Mets jersey, so you got to root for it, right? Got to hope he scored 10 runs today. So if you're just tuning in, guys, Dylan Betances did go on the IL today. They said some type of shoulder issue. So Trevor Hildenberg was the contract selected by the Mets to take the spot of Dylan Betances. So Trevor Hildenberger is in the bullpen for at least the next 10 days. Can't be worse than Dylan Betances, as I said earlier. So that's what we're, let's just see what he can do. You know what? Maybe he'll surprise us. You know what? We need another arm. Lugo's not coming back for at least another 3-4 weeks. So we just have to really hope that he can actually do something and be better than what the performances we got in the bullpen so far. What's up, guys? If you're just tuning in, hit on that like button. Say what's up in the comment. How's everybody doing? How you feeling? Home opener for the Mets at Citi Field. Finally, we get to see fans at Citi Field. It's a great feeling. It always hits different when you have your first game of the season at home. It's just something that it brings the joy. Like I was at work today, I couldn't. You know what? Nothing could piss me off today at work. Nothing. It was just perfect. I couldn't wait to get home. I couldn't wait to start my scorecard, which I got right here. I got everything ready. I got my food. I got my drink. I got my TV up. I got everything ready to go. Yo, Fernando, what's up? Let's go. Home opener, birdie, baby. That's right. Happy opening day, bro. Officially happy opening day. It better be a lock. We don't fuck around on home openers. Got to get it going. Let's go. But you know what, man? We better get this win today. Like I said, I was telling William, I was telling everybody, joining in. The Mets minimum have to take 2 out of 3 against the Marlins. You got Walker, DeGrom, and Stroman in the series. Minimum 2 out of 3. I want to be greedy and take the series, take all 3 games, but 2 out of 3 minimum. Yeah, we gotta forget about the Phillies series. You know what? The Phillies were running on a high after the Braves series. You know what? They were really clutch. They were really on the high. And the Mets looked like they played down for the most part. So we got to take advantage of the Marlins right now. They're not playing well. We got to beat them up. You know what? Get to them early. Especially in a home opener, you want to get to them early. We definitely have to get to them early, especially in a home opener. You get the fans involved. You get everybody going. That's what we have to do right now. And it's got to, let's go. Let's get some fucking wins. Let's stop the bullshit. We are a better team than what we showed in Philly. I wish we would have beat the Phillies, so I can talk shit to the Phillies fans when I was there. But let's go. We got the Marlins. Let's kick their ass. Let's not even give them a chance this weekend. Let's fucking go. Vegas Dave, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I know. With the whole thing with Atlanta and, now they're in Colorado for the All-Star game. Honestly, Vegas Dave, I don't think baseball should get into the politics situation at all, no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, the left or the right, in between, it really doesn't matter. I really think that baseball should just, I don't think baseball realized that you're going to hurt a lot of small businesses in Atlanta. And the majority of the small businesses around Atlanta are Black-owned small businesses. And all you're doing is hurting them, especially with the COVID times. They were struggling as it is. It would have been nice to get the All-Star game there, to get fans there, to get these people some money. Let them enjoy the All-Star game. It's just stupid. Atlanta is known to be, majority African American, and you could have used that with the Hank Aaron, death and everything like that. You could have used all of that to bring the history of Atlanta and, show gratitude and help out the small businesses and everything like that. That's what they should have done. And Major League Baseball dropped the ball. But again, it's Rob Manfred. Rob Manfred hates baseball. It's just that obvious. Famous Vegas Dave, Yeah, let's go. Like, come on, man. It's the All-Star game. You're supposed to be celebrating the game. You could have celebrated in Atlanta, and you could have Major League Baseball, even if you agree or disagree with the voting laws in Atlanta, in Georgia, they could have made it out to be a whole thing with Hank Aaron, the Negro Leagues that weren't able to celebrate their 100th anniversary last year because of COVID, and you couldn't get a lot of the teams, celebrating it. You could have done it this year. You could have got, you could have made the players wear the Negro League jerseys. It would have been perfect, absolutely perfect. But you know what? Rob Manfred just doesn't like baseball, and he doesn't like the fans. So, can you expect anything less? Joseph, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Fernando, for sure. Hell yeah, Joseph. Joseph, are you there? But yep, it's beautiful outside. It's 60 something degrees outside. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Everybody's, obviously we're not gonna have a full stadium. We got, I believe it's 8,800, which is not that terrible. William, I'm assuming you're talking about Rob Manfred. Contract is up. I'm not 100% sure, but you know what? I think the owners actually like Rob Manfred because he basically have been saving them money for the most part. So let me just check. Oh, okay, Joseph. I wasn't sure, what you meant if you were at the game, but yeah, that it's a beautiful feeling. It's something special about opening day at your home ballpark. It's a beautiful feeling. It's just perfect. But it's exciting. Like I'm really excited. Like I said it earlier. I was very excited at work today. Nothing can piss me off. Travis, what's up, buddy? I really like I really, really, really nothing pissed me off at work today. Like I could have got mad at a lot of things today at work. I didn't give a damn. I knew that I was gonna go home, get my food, get my drink, get my scorecard, and be ready for opening day. It's officially opening day. It's not you don't feel like the season started until you get your first home game of the season. And that's the way I feel today. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I hope he kicked the Marlins' ass. I hope Taiwan Walker goes 6 solid innings. The bullpen actually pitches good. That's what I want to see. Fernando, I'll take a 7-2 victory. Hell yeah. You know what? I said it earlier. Oh, and by the way, happy birthday, Jeff McNeil. Happy birthday, Jeff McNeil. Hopefully he can get some hits today. He got robbed the last game in Philly. The second to last game in Philly. So it would be nice to actually get him some hits, man. I feel bad for Jeff McNeil. They put him in the bottom of the lineup with no protection. But hopefully he gets his hits today for his birthday. Travis, Manfred needs to go, especially yeah, you know what? I dislike Manfred other than the rules. There's a lot of other things that I just think he's just very bad at. He don't have the pulse of the fans at all. It's just completely terrible. And he's not good. The 7 inning rule is retarded. Sorry, I shouldn't use that word, but the 7 inning rule is stupid. And the runner on second is also stupid. I kind of get the seventh inning rule because COVID's still an issue, but they're doing split double headers. They're making the players stay 9, 10, 11 hours in the stadium anyway. So it's not about safety. Obviously, they want to get money from it, and that's why it's a split double header. Wouldn't you want wouldn't you want fans that are coming for the second game, you know, not close to the same time the people who came to the first game? It just doesn't make sense. Like you can't sanitize the stadium in 4 or 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours basically, before the other group of fans come in for the second game. It makes no sense. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but they're gonna be split double headers. The first game's at 1 and the other game's at 6. Stupid. If the game goes to extra innings or something like that, you got a 2 hour difference where you're trying to get fans out and then new fans in with COVID protocols. It's just stupid. It makes no damn sense. But you know what? That's Rob Manfred's Major League Baseball, unfortunately. Let me just check the comments really quick, guys. Sorry, I'm on my phone right now. Vegas Dave, buddy. I'm 100% with you. There's nothing better than what you just said. Let me pull up that comment so everybody can see it. It's just something, you know, the love of the game and everything like that. The smell of the grass. Walking, when you walk up the rotunda at Citi Field, you go right out to home plate. You see the field for the first time. The smell of the grass, the sound of the ballpark, the sound of the bat, the sound of the cheers, everything. It's just a beautiful thing. And if you're not a diehard fan, it's very hard to get involved and enjoy baseball if you're new to the game or you're trying to enjoy the game or you're trying to learn baseball. They're giving you a lot of stupid rules that real baseball fans and diehards are having a hard time grasping. And then you're expecting it, like, you really think the seventh inning rule and a runner on second is going to get the casual fan to watch more? That'll make no sense. It doesn't. Major League Baseball got to do more for the diehards because we're sticking around for the rest of our lives. For the next 50, 60, or however old you are, how many years you're going to be involved with baseball. I'm never leaving baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport. Yes, I love basketball, football, hockey. I love those sports. But baseball is my true love. I played it. I'm obsessed with baseball. It's something, the winter sucks. I can't wait for spring. But that's, absolutely, Vegas. I agree with you 100%. Ghost, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in, man. Hayden, how you doing, buddy? Let's go. Got a half hour until game time. We're gonna have to open the introductions soon. I am gonna leave you guys right before the introductions. I like to, focus on that and watch that. That's one of my favorite things about opening day is the opening introductions. It's the best thing possible. I always like to see the cheers. If you're just joining, I said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. I love the reactions of the fans of when they call the player's name. The last couple of years when fans are actually in the ballpark, Jacob DeGrom got the loudest ovation. I'm curious to hear the reaction of Marcus Stroman because, as we know, there's a lot of people who don't like Stroman because of the way what he says on social media or the way the overconfidence that he shows. And a lot of people don't like that. I'm not a big fan of Stroman, but I'm gonna root for him because he has the Mets jersey on. I think he talks a better game than he actually pitches, even though he shut me up against Philly the other night and he pitched really good. And if he can do that the whole year, I'm happy with that. That's for damn sure. But like I said, I'm looking at the reaction for Jacob DeGrom. I wonder if Lindor is going to get the loudest ovation. It's only 8,800 fans, so you're not going to get the full effect. But I'm really curious. I always love that. Like, usually I'm at the game on opening day, so it's obviously easier to see how loud and the biggest reaction, who gets it. That's just my little joy in opening day too. I love the reactions. I love all that stuff. So hopefully, I do have a feeling Jacob DeGrom's going to get the loudest ovation no matter what. Lindor's going to be too. I wouldn't be surprised if we heard a little bit of boos with Stroman, but Stroman pitched well, so you might hear less boos. But you know what? Maybe nobody will get booed. Maybe every fan's so happy to be back in the ballpark. They're going to cheer everybody. You cheer loud for Robert Gesellman, too. Hey, Trevor Hildenberg, who's taking over for Betances right now because Betances is on the IL. So, here we go, baby. Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready. Let's go. Like, I'm ready to do my scorecard. I'm just ready. Let me just check the comments really quick. You know what? I think we all can agree that baseball is the best sport. And you know what? There's a lot of people who are like, oh, baseball's boring. I'm like, no. See, too many people nowadays just like action. They just want to see go, 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 go. Like basketball, hockey. Hockey's a great sport also. But basketball, football, everybody wants to go 100 miles an hour a minute. The beauty of baseball and in between innings is the strategy. How many times you go to a game and the inning's over and you're like, damn, you think Rojas is gonna put in Lugo or Diaz? Who you think he's gonna pinch hit? You have that. Wow, look at if you're at the game, you could see the shifts. Like I was going crazy in Philadelphia. The amount of shifts they put on defensively for the Mets was insane. And I was talking to my friend's ex. I was like, "Wow, look at that shift for I expect the Bryce Harper shift, but then the Reese Hoskins they were shifting to the left. It was crazy, and it's things like that that why baseball is the most beautiful, natural game. And the problem is people don't have no patience. People are very itchy for the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Fuck that. You know what? Give me a 15 inning game. I'll take that every day of the week. You know what? There was many times, and I talked about it. I didn't talk about it on the stream, but I did on the chat on the video or anything. I actually was telling for a couple, because sometimes you talk to Philly fans as well. I was telling them we were talking about extra innings and all that, and I went to the Cleveland Mets game at Citi Field in 2019 when there was 2 rain delays and it went to the 15th inning, and I stood all day, and then I went from being soaking wet, tired, went right to work afterwards. It's something about baseball that is just you can't. It's just you just can't find anything better. And a lot of people might disagree. We're not going to disagree because we're hardcore baseball fans, and it's perfect. It's a perfect game. Baseball is trying to change for the casual fan and are screwing the diehards, and it sucks. Let me just check the comments really quick, guys. Lindor going yard today. I second that, William. Hayden, I agree. I think DeGrom and Lindor is gonna get it. Lindor, signed the contract, so fans are happy. And then DeGrom is DeGrom. You got to give him the biggest chair. Yeah, you know what? Anybody who thinks the Mets have a good bullpen, they're on crack. Sorry, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Don't forget, guys, if you're tuning in right now, hit on that like button. I'm going to be leaving you guys in a couple of minutes, another 3 or 4 minutes, so I can enjoy the opening ceremony for opening day, which is the best thing in my opinion. It's one of the best things in baseball besides the actual game. Michael, let me read your comment. Like, people say that it's slow, usually don't follow a favorite team. They just watch a game and have no interest in who wins. I agree. I really agree. Like you see like when there was no COVID and everything, that people going to games, people were constantly on their phone, not caring about the game, constantly getting up during the inning, which pisses me off. I'm sorry. If you're a baseball fan, when the inning's going on, you don't start going to your seat and start, going back. You're in the middle of the row and you're gonna start passing people. Like, stay in your lane, wait until the inning's over, and then go to your seat or then get up. Like, oh my God, that pisses me off. But that's the problem. You know what? Baseball's trying to attract the casual fan. And let's be honest, if you're not a baseball fan, if you never liked baseball growing up, it's very hard to get into it because there is a lot of rules. You got to learn the game. You got to know the ins and outs. You got to understand the strategy of the game. There's not a lot of people who actually sit there and don't talk strategy during a game if you're a baseball fan. And too many people think it's a boring game, and I don't see it. They think it's boring because they don't know what's going on. Besides going to the bathroom or getting some food or getting a drink, after the inning's over, how many times you go over to your friend or somebody you sit next to, yo, who's gonna pitch? Who do you think's gonna come in the seventh? Who do you think they're gonna pitch hit for? Do you think they can do a double switch? We speak about, or you speak to the inning before that. You're hyped because the Mets scored a couple of runs. They took the lead late in the game, and you're going crazy. You're pumped up. Stuff like that. And it's like it's a beautiful game. Like, I don't understand people. The strategy, the pinch hitting. I mean, there ain't a lot in the American League, but the pinch hitting. Who do you think they're gonna bring into the bullpen? I couldn't believe that ball didn't go out. Stuff like that. It's just, what are you doing after the game? We're going to get a drink, stuff like that. Remy, yes, Trevor Hildenberger helps his bullpen. I hope so. He can't be worse than Betances. If you're just tuning in, guys, if you haven't heard the news, Dylan Betances is going on the 10-day IL. which is probably not shocking to anybody. He clearly doesn't have his velocity. There's something wrong with his arm, his shoulder, something. But Trevor Hildenberger is in the bullpen now. The Mets selected his contract, so let's hope he can be at least somewhat better than what we've seen the first series, because God knows we need help in his bullpen. Let me check the comments really quick, guys. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think unless the Mets really fall apart and are really really bad the first half, Rojas can be gone. But I think Rojas is going to get the season. And if we make the playoffs, like I think if we just make the playoffs, like a second wild card, like barely, I don't know if Rojas is going to keep his job after the season. It depends on what we do in the playoffs, but still, we got to wait and see about that. But Buck Showalter should be the guy. I think we need a veteran manager to run this team, and I would like that a lot. So, but right now, Rojas is the manager. We got to deal with it. There was some odd moves, but again, it's a collaborative effort with the front office, not just Rojas. They tell him when to take out the ground. They tell him how many pitches these guys should throw, who's going to be in the lineup, stuff like that. The manager doesn't really have the choice anymore. So it kind of sucks. But the in game like bullpen moves, like I was a little shocked the second game that we saw the same guys. We saw Castro, we saw May, and then Familia, and then Familia had his first appearance. I was a little shocked by that. Like I said, there's only one guy that you can probably trust right now, and that's Castro. And Castro didn't pitch yesterday because he pitched 2 days in a row. He might be available today. But let's just hope that Hildenberger comes in and is solid. I don't know if Yamamoto's going to come up yet. I guess they wanted to see Hildenberger, see what he can do, and I think Yamamoto's going to be the next call up if Hildenberger doesn't do a good job. That's all I can think of. William, I don't know what's up with Shane Green. Like there must be an injury or something in his medical that teams are staying away from. Because why hasn't one team actually called Shane Green and signed this guy? The last 2 years with the Braves, he was really good. He had under a 2.5 ERA for both years. He's really good. And I don't know. I honestly don't know. I try to search to find where the hell is he? Did he not want to play this year? Like I don't know. Is he asking for too much money? I don't know. But it's weird. I would take Shane Green in a heartbeat right now. He would help the bullpen. Hildenberger, yes, it's like Rowan Garner. I think you guys know that movie. That's a great name, yeah. Yeah, Lugo is the bullpen goat. You know what? It was a big deal, and I don't know if people didn't take it as seriously and didn't think it was as big as a deal as it actually is. It was a big deal. I mean, you're losing your best arm in the bullpen for 2 months practically, and it's hard to fill that gap, no matter who you have in the bullpen. 3 games in, we still haven't seen Diaz yet. There wasn't a save situation. There wasn't even a tie game where he could have came in the bottom half of the ninth. But yeah, I mean, we really miss Lugo, man. It sucks. That's why it, it it's really troubling that this Mets team wasn't clutch yesterday. I mean, we left 14 men on base, 8 in scoring position. It's not good. And this team needs to score runs to win, especially with Lugo on, especially if the bullpen is not going to be that good. You got to score runs. I wish Lugo was my dad. Whoa. I don't know about that. Yeah, he hasn't thrown off a mound yet, Lugo. I think Carrasco is a little bit ahead of Lugo than Lugo. So, Michael, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna see it today. I'm telling you guys. Diaz is gonna come into this game, no matter if we have a 2-run lead, 1-run lead, 5-run lead. He's gonna come into the game today. And I'm telling you right now, I am petrified of Diaz coming in the game because I don't know how he's going to be if he starts walking the ballpark, giving up hits, and the fans starting to boo because that's the first thing they're going to do. And we got to see Diaz do it with fans in the stands. He was good last year, but let's be honest, there was nobody in the stands to boo him, at all. You know, it's going to be very Diaz is fascinating to me right now. Like, I just can't wait. Like, I mean, I'm going to be biting my nails just thinking to myself, oh my God, don't blow this freaking game. We've seen it enough. But, they're showing on SOI right now, Taijuan Walker getting the star for a home opener. He's pumped. That 99. I love that 99 jersey. I'm going to buy me a Taijuan Walker t-shirt. Let's go. Not a jersey. I'm not that crazy. But I'll definitely buy a t-shirt. Yeah, William, you know what? I think we're going to see Diaz no matter what today, to be honest. No matter if it's a safe situation or not. So, guys, going to go over the lineup one more time before I go so I can watch the open introduction. It's going to start right now. All right, guys. Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, Michael Conforto, Pete Alonso, Dominic Smith, Jonathan Villar, Jeff McNeil, James McCann, and Taijuan Walker. That is the Mets lineup. Going to go over the Marlins lineup really quick. Corey Dickinson, Miguel Rojas, Starlin Marte, Jesus Aguilar, Brian Anderson, Adam Duvall, Jazz Chisholm, Chad Wallach, and Nick Nieder, who is pitching his first game in his major league career. So that's always interesting with the Mets. So, guys, all right. Let's go Mets. Home opener. Enjoy the opening introductions, guys. Let's get the freaking W. Guys, have a good day. I will see you after the game. After the game, I'm going to get my first COVID shot. So you'll probably see me in the car in the post game like the other day. So, guys, have fun. I'll talk to you guys who are in the fantasy league in the chat. Let's get that W. And as always, let's go Mets, guys. Later. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy the game.